Anti-self-conscious that I can take off my fucking clothes and like not even realize that that's like crazy. Which of course it is. To regular people, they're like, "What's he like? Why are your clothes off? What's going on?" And it's like, well, the last thing on my mind is how's this coming across to other fucking people. That's never on my mind. It's not to say I'm unaware of how I come across. I'm actually hyper aware, very self aware, but it's just that I do not care about how I come across. Because I own my shit, dude. Everybody's weird, that's the thing. So when people say weirdo, it's hilarious because the person saying weirdo is a fucking weirdo. Because if you knew what that motherfucker did in his private time, you'd really look at him. And if you really knew what everybody did in their private time, then people would be way less judgmental because everybody would realize that they're fucking weird. Now, I own my shit. That's why I happily say I'm weird. Because I own who the fuck I am. Because why would you not like who you are? That doesn't make sense. You would want to like who you are. Also, why would you so you would obviously like who you are, and it just, well, I fucking totally forgot what I was gonna say. Well, you would like who you are, obviously, but you would also I can't finish the fucking thought. You would be way less judgmental. You'd realize that people were basically the same, because everyone's a fucking weirdo. I just don't give a fuck. Why would you? Why would anyone? But people do. That's one thing that's never on my mind. I wonder how I'm coming across to people right now. It's more like I really don't give a fuck how I'm coming across to people at all, because my mind is focused on what it's focused on. I have priorities in my mind. The last thing on my mind is wanting approval or acceptance, because I accept myself. I accepted myself a long time ago. You have to accept yourself. Self-acceptance, that's what it means. Accepting oneself. It's very important. A lot of people don't do that. They need other people's approval. It's like, how could you honestly need other people to approve of your existence? It's like people are not good. They're not good at, like, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So who's to say that they're right at all in any capacity? The average person is a great judge, apparently? No, fuck. Like, why would you believe other people's take on you? See, I like being criticized. I love it, actually. And I would often find myself starting arguments just to be told the truth about myself. Because when you argue with somebody, the truth always comes out. Most people lie to your face. They say things that are quote unquote polite for the sake of not rocking the status quo. But that does nobody any good in the long run, because you're just getting fake conversation, head nods, and bullshit. It's like, no, tell me that I'm fucking depraved or something. Like, don't fucking, like, be nice to me so I won't fucking rage out. Because if you really want me to like you, then I have to respect you. And that's the thing. In order for me to respect you, you have to fucking talk truth. You can't talk bullshit. I don't respect that. I don't respect that. In order for me to really like somebody, I have to respect them for sure. There has to be something about them that I find fascinating. Or not even fascinating, just admirable, worthy, of high nature, of good quality. There has to be something like that. So no, I mean, I'm a fucking weirdo. I'm the weirdest motherfucker there is, dude. But I don't I never feel self-conscious. Like, I never feel like, in other words, basically I have a lot of serotonin in my brain. Tons of serotonin. And when you have tons of serotonin, you're basically, that's why I always like stimulants and amphetamines. Because naturally, with the life that I've lived is so fucking crazy that I need insane things in order for me to feel anything sometimes. Sometimes I feel so fucking bored and empty and nothing that I'm also an adrenaline junkie. I do crazy fucking shit just for the rush. Because I've lived a fucking insane life and fucking normal fucking shit is fucking boring to me. I need a fucking real rush to find that helps me find meaning and beauty in life. Or even feeling normal. My normal is, it's interesting. The kind of drugs you like reveal a lot about your personality. Because some people like they have the, what's it called, aspect going on, which I never did. And I never understood the people that do heroin and shit. It's like, what? Like, you want the feeling of, clearly they didn't get enough love. That's why somebody would do heroin. Because they need to feel fucking normal. And I don't, I do feel good about myself. That was never an issue. I just get my fucking brain. Sometimes I feel like a zombie. If I can't turn my brain on, I have to always turn my brain on. Otherwise, my head just feels fucking, like everything is just so, like, where's the stimulation? Where's the stimulation? I need to constantly be stimulated. It's fucking crazy. Or I needed that in the past. I tried Kratom recently. That's cool. Kratom's an interesting drug. Because it's like a stimulant, but it's also the opposite of it. But honestly, you have to find peace within yourself, because no drug's ever going to solve your issues. The only reason people do drugs is to self-medicate. Which honestly, I think we should have a different attitude towards drugs, because people shouldn't be in jail for that. I don't think so. I really don't think so. They're trying to fix their brain, dude. They didn't get enough love as a fucking child. So this is their way of coping. That's their way of coping with life and dealing with life. It's a fucking dumb fucking coping strategy, but to say they're criminals and, to say that they belong in jail, no, if anything, they need mental health help, because it's a dual diagnosis kind of situation. It's related to mental health. They need care. They need fucking care by society. A lot of people come from tragic fucking homes and they get to a point where their fucking soul is dead. Like, completely dead. And when somebody's will and spirit breaks is when they become so addicted to a drug like heroin or something. It's like, I don't need to take heroin to I've never done heroin. I don't need to take that to feel. Somebody once described heroin as like feeling like your mom's giving you a blanket or chicken noodle fucking soup when you're fucking sick. That's crazy. That's what that feels like to you, so that's why you seek it out? That's crazy. Because these people are so broken that they haven't had their spirit is dead. That they haven't had fucking good lives where they were cared for. But they do have momentary moments in their childhood where they felt cared for, even if in a moment. But sometimes that's all people have. It's because they come from really fucked up existences. See, I came from upper middle class. But in my adulthood, because I made so many bad decisions on purpose, because I was addicted to the chaos. Because again, I need that stimulation. So I would do crazy things just for the rush. And yeah, I got enough love growing. At least I think so. Because I feel good about myself. I have high self-esteem. I always did. That was never an issue for me. But I ended up with people from like really fucking terrible walks of life, because I got absorbed in all this fucking satanic literature as a child. And to say that philosophy doesn't guide your actions of what you do in life is fucking crazy. Because it does. What you believe So like my mind just got so absorbed in darkness that I just eventually just had to live it out. But no, I don't need to live that shit out. That's fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible, and it doesn't lead to any benefit. The only benefit it could possibly lead to is making you more strong-willed and disciplined, but I already have enough of that. Plenty of that. What I need to work on is compassion and empathy, because I never allowed myself to feel for people growing up. But then I thought that I didn't feel at all. But actually, what I really did, I just turned it off because I feel so intensely and I pick up on everybody's emotions that it would drive me fucking truly mad if I didn't do that. So if everyone's feeling sadness, I'm taking that energy on. And actually, I'm an empath. And an empath is a very dangerous person because because if you care about something, then you're inspired to take action. You have to care. People who don't care are fundamentally flawed because it's like, why don't you care? You need to be motivated in order to make shit fucking happen. So in effect, you have to care about people. Because if you care about people, then you're inspired to do something. The people that let their souls break are those people that get addicted to those drugs, like heroin and shit. It's like, dude, that's fucking crazy. I mean, I can't judge them because, if anything, I'm looking out for people like that. I think society does a pretty shitty fucking job at helping people reintegrate into society, or integrate in general. Society has many fucking flaws. I used to think the world was totally evil, which went hand in hand with my life philosophy about evil. But the world is not totally evil. There are many insane acts of cruelty of human existence, but that's not all it is. It's just what some people focus on because their mind's stuck in that negative pattern of existence. But you can break free out of that fucking negative pattern of existence. You can focus on the joy and the beauty in life. The dark shit needs to be there in order for good to be good, in order for there to be any reason to become a good person. You need the opposite to exist.